Have you ever caught yourself simply existing rather than truly living? It's a common feeling, almost like we're on autopilot, influenced by the echoes of our past and the expectations set by others. If this resonates with you, you're not alone. Today, we're going to embark on a journey together, a journey towards self-discovery and genuinely valuing our own worth. This isn't just about breaking free, it's about crafting a life that truly reflects who we are and what we aspire to be. In Stoicism, there's a profound emphasis on understanding and cultivating our internal worth, independent of external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius once mused that our lives are what our thoughts make them. This powerful idea suggests that detachment from past influences and societal expectations is not just liberating, it's essential for growth. As we explore these concepts, we aim not just to understand ourselves better, but to forge a path that honors our deepest values and aspirations. So, if you've been feeling like you're stuck, or you're just going through the motions, let's shake off those shackles. It's time to paint a new picture of your life, one where you are the sole artist of your destiny. Let's dive into what it means to truly know yourself, beyond the shadows of your upbringing or the roles you've been told to play. Together, we'll uncover the beauty of self-worth and the freedom that comes with self-authorship. Welcome to a transformative journey of discovering the best version of yourself. 1. Discover your worth. Imagine standing in front of a blank canvas with every color imaginable at your disposal. This canvas represents your life, and the colors are your choices, experiences, and beliefs. Now think about what shapes your choices. Is it your background, the expectations of others, or is it a genuine reflection of your own values? It's a thought worth pondering because the first step towards authentic self-discovery is recognizing and embracing your inherent worth, independent of external influences. In the philosophy of Stoicism, there is a powerful concept that revolves around the idea of focusing on what's within our control and letting go of what isn't. This perspective is crucial when we talk about self-worth. Often we allow our past, the opinions of others, or even societal norms to dictate our self-esteem and direction in life. Stoics like Epictetus taught that external events don't have to disturb our peace of mind and self-regard unless we allow them to. So why not reclaim that power? Why not decide that your worth isn't a reflection of your past or the labels placed upon you? To start this process, first acknowledge where you currently derive your sense of value from. Do you feel valuable because you meet other people's expectations? Because you hold a certain job title? Or because you look a certain way? While these factors play significant roles in our lives, they are not the core of true self-worth. Your worth comes from your ability to reason, your virtues, your actions, and your ability to love and express kindness, as the Stoics would say. These are intrinsic and cannot be given or taken away by anyone but you. Now, think about the traits and achievements that make you feel proud of yourself. These don't have to be monumental. They can be as simple as your ability to listen well, your passion for learning, or your courage to stand up for what you believe in. Write these down. See them as brushstrokes on that canvas of your life. Each one is a testament to your worth, crafted by your own hand, not imposed by the world around you. Next, it's time to detach from those background influences that have kept you from fully realizing your potential. This might mean setting boundaries with family, choosing friends who uplift rather than diminish you, or stepping away from social norms that don't align with your values. It's like cleaning your palette. You need to remove the muddled colors to see the bright, true ones clearly. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Embracing your self-worth also involves forgiving yourself for past mistakes. View them as learning experiences that have contributed to your growth rather than as permanent stains on your character. This is not about forgetting your past, but about viewing it through a lens of compassion and understanding. It's acknowledging that while the past may have shaped you, it does not define you. Reinforce your self-worth daily. Practice affirmations that remind you of your intrinsic value. Engage in activities that allow you to express your virtues. Connect with others who recognize and appreciate your true self. This consistent practice will solidify your self-worth, making it less susceptible to external fluctuations. 2. Confront your anti-self. We all have that voice inside us, the one that whispers doubts and fears, tempting us to believe we're less capable, less worthy, or just not enough. It's like a shadow that follows us around, shaping how we see ourselves and our actions. This internal antagonist, let's call it our anti-self, can be a formidable barrier to self-discovery and personal growth. Recognizing and confronting this part of ourselves is not just beneficial, it's essential if we're to live a fulfilled and authentic life. In Stoicism, there's a practice of self-examination and control over one's irrational impulses and thoughts. Stoics believe that by understanding our internal struggles, we can manage them and not let them control our actions and emotions. Your anti-self feeds on your insecurities and past traumas, using them to challenge your progress and self-esteem. It's crucial to acknowledge this part of your psyche, not to give it power, but to disarm it. Start by identifying when your anti-self is most active. Does it appear when you're about to make a significant decision, or perhaps when you're facing challenges? Maybe it shows up as procrastination, negativity, or self-sabotage. These are moments when your anti-self is in the driver's seat, steering you away from your potential. Recognize these patterns. Awareness is the first step towards change. Once you've identified these patterns, it's time to question their validity. Challenge the narrative your anti-self is promoting. Are these thoughts factually accurate, or are they distorted reflections of your fears? Marcus Aurelius, a wise Stoic emperor, advised us to question our impressions, to not accept them at face value, but to scrutinize them and test their truth. Apply this Stoic interrogation to your thoughts. More often than not, you'll find that the things you tell yourself when you're at your lowest are not truths, but fears dressed as realities. Addressing your anti-self also involves fostering resilience and compassion towards yourself. It's about learning to speak to yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you'd offer a good friend. When your anti-self speaks, respond with affirmations of your worth, your achievements, and your potential. This doesn't mean ignoring your flaws or mistakes, but rather viewing them through a lens of constructive criticism instead of self-condemnation. Another powerful way to weaken your anti-self is through visualization and reflection. Imagine your life without the burden of your anti-self. What would you do differently? How would you feel? Visualization is a tool used by Stoics to practice different outcomes and reinforce their desired behaviors. It can help reinforce the positive aspects of your persona and remind you of who you can be without the constant self-doubt. Turn these reflections into actions. Set small, manageable goals that align with your true self's aspirations. Each time you achieve a goal, despite your anti-self's resistance, you prove to yourself that you are more than your doubts and fears. This not only weakens your anti-self, but also builds up a more authentic, confident version of you. Remember, confronting your anti-self isn't about eliminating a part of your personality. It's about integrating your entire being, accepting and managing the parts of you that you wish weren't there. It's a journey of reconciliation with yourself, leading to a more unified and harmonious existence. 3. Initiate change. Change isn't just about big leaps. It's often the small, consistent steps that gradually build a path leading to transformation. It's about making a conscious decision to steer your life in a direction that resonates more deeply with who you are and who you want to become. Now, initiating this change isn't always straightforward, especially when it means altering long-held habits or challenging deeply ingrained beliefs. But it's these very acts of courage, small as they may be, that spark significant transformations. The Stoics teach us the importance of focusing on what's within our control. Your thoughts, your decisions, your actions. These are your tools for change. Start with what you can influence directly. You can't always control the circumstances you find yourself in, but you can control how you respond to them. This Stoic principle helps keep our efforts grounded in reality, ensuring that our energies are not wasted on the unchangeable, but instead directed towards actionable, impactful areas. First, take a moment to really define what change means for you. Is it a career shift, a move to a healthier lifestyle, or perhaps developing better relationships? Whatever it is, get specific about what you want to achieve. Define your change not just in terms of end goals, but in terms of the behaviors and daily actions that will lead you there. This step is about setting a clear direction, a roadmap that will guide your decisions and actions going forward. Next, create a plan. This doesn't have to be a rigid minute-by-minute schedule. Instead, think of it as setting intentions that can guide you through the day. For instance, if your goal is to become healthier, your plan might include specific times for meals, choosing healthier food options, and scheduling regular exercise. Here, the Stoic practice of premeditation can be useful. Envision potential challenges and plan ways to address them. This could be as simple as packing a healthy lunch to avoid the temptation of fast food, or setting a reminder to take a break from work and stretch. Now, think about the habits that currently shape your day. Which of these serve your goals, and which do not? It's essential to identify habits that might be hindering your progress and consciously work to modify them. This part of the process can be challenging, as old habits are deeply rooted. But remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Each small change you successfully implement is a victory. It's also important to surround yourself with support. Change can be difficult, and having a network of friends, family, or even colleagues who understand and support your goals can make a significant difference. Share your plans with them. Often, just voicing your intentions can make them feel more real and attainable. Additionally, consider seeking out communities or groups that are aligned with your goals. For example, if you're looking to advance in your career, a professional network or mentor can offer invaluable guidance and encouragement. Embrace the Stoic practice of reflection. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on what went well and what didn't. What obstacles did you face? How did you address them? What can you do differently tomorrow? This reflection is not about self-judgment, but about learning and adapting. It's about recognizing your strengths and being honest about areas where you can improve. 4. Social life boost. Imagine sitting at a cafe surrounded by friends, each conversation a thread, weaving a richer tapestry of shared experiences and mutual understanding. This setting isn't just about enjoyment. It's a fundamental part of what makes us thrive as humans. Our social interactions don't merely fill our time, they enrich our souls, challenge our minds, and bolster our spirits. In today's chat, we'll explore how boosting your social life can profoundly impact your personal growth, and how Stoic principles can guide us in cultivating meaningful relationships. Stoicism, at its heart, encourages relationships that are based on virtue and mutual respect, steering us toward interactions that enhance our character and align with our deeper values. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once wrote about the importance of choosing our companions carefully because they have the power to shape our destiny. He advised associating with people who embody the virtues we admire and who encourage us to live up to our highest potential. This wisdom is timeless and particularly relevant today, when our social circles can often become echo chambers that reinforce habits and perspectives that might not serve our best interests. To boost your social life in a meaningful way, start by assessing the quality of your current relationships. Ask yourself, do these relationships support my growth? Do they encourage me to be a better person? Am I happier and more fulfilled because of these connections? If not, it might be time to seek out new interactions that align more closely with your personal values and aspirations. This doesn't mean you need to dramatically cut people out of your life, but rather gradually start to spend more time with those who positively influence you. Next, actively engage in communities where you can find like-minded individuals, whether it's a book club, a fitness class, a local Stoic meetup, or an online forum dedicated to a passion of yours. These are places where you can connect with people who share your interests and values. These interactions aren't just enjoyable, they're also opportunities for personal development. Engaging with others in meaningful activities can lead to deeper conversations and connections that go beyond surface-level interactions. Remember, improving your social life isn't just about increasing the number of your interactions, but enhancing the quality of those interactions. Practice being present during conversations. Listen actively, show empathy, and express genuine interest in what others have to say. The Stoics emphasize the practice of sympathia, the idea that all humans are manifestations of the same universal spirit, and that there's a mutual interdependence between us. This perspective encourages us to treat others with kindness and understanding, fostering a sense of community and connection. Furthermore, embrace the Stoic concept of philanthropia, an affection for humanity that goes beyond mere social niceties. Show kindness without expectation of return, offer help where needed, and engage in acts of generosity. These behaviors not only benefit others, but also enrich your own life, creating a cycle of positive energy and goodwill that can transform your social landscape. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Initiate conversations, suggest new activities, and be open to meeting new people. Each new interaction is a potential door to a world of new ideas, perspectives, and friendships. Remember, the goal is to build a network of relationships that are both rewarding and inspiring, that challenge you to be better and help you grow. 5. Personal life audit. Taking a step back to evaluate your life might seem like a daunting task, but it's a necessary one if you're aiming for genuine self-improvement. Think of it as conducting a life audit, a chance to really sit down and review what's working in your life and what's not. This isn't about scrutinizing every minor mistake or misstep, but rather about gaining a clear and honest overview of where you are now compared to where you want to be. Let's dive into how this introspection can serve as a cornerstone for your personal growth, guided by the enduring wisdom of Stoicism. Stoicism teaches us the value of reflection and self-examination. The Stoic philosophers, like Marcus Aurelius, often journaled as a way to reflect on their day, their actions, and their progress in virtue. This practice isn't just about accountability, it's a profound way to foster a deeper understanding of oneself and to align one's life with one's values. So, how do you begin this personal audit? Start by looking at the various aspects of your life: relationships, career, health, personal development, and leisure, and asking yourself if these areas are truly reflecting your innermost values. Ask yourself, are my relationships enriching and supportive? Is my work fulfilling and aligned with my personal goals? Am I taking care of my health both physically and mentally? What am I doing to grow intellectually and spiritually? How do I relax and recharge? It's essential to approach these questions with honesty and without judgment. Remember, this is not about beating yourself up for not being perfect. It's about identifying opportunities for growth. A Stoic approach to this audit would involve focusing on what's within your control. You might not be able to change every aspect of your job or immediately improve a relationship, but you can change your approach to these situations. For instance, if you find that your work isn't fulfilling, consider what aspects you can control. Could you take on new projects or responsibilities that align more closely with your interests? If a relationship is strained, what can you do to communicate more openly or show more empathy? Once you've identified areas for improvement, set actionable goals. These should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. SMART. This method helps break down larger ambitions into smaller, manageable steps that you can take action on immediately. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, a SMART goal could be to walk 10,000 steps a day, 5 days a week, for the next month. Reflecting on your personal life also means recognizing and appreciating what's already working well. This isn't just about fixing problems. It's about building on your strengths. A Stoic finds joy not in lavish extravagances, but in simple virtues and the satisfaction of self-improvement. Celebrate the parts of your life that are thriving. Gratitude, as the Stoics believe, is a form of wisdom. By appreciating the good, you not only enhance your well-being, but also reinforce those positive aspects. Remember to review this audit regularly. Life changes, and so will your goals and needs. Set a schedule, maybe once every 3 months, to sit down and review your progress. This regular check-in keeps you aligned with your values and ensures that your life direction adjusts as needed. The Stoic practice of constant self-review helps to cement the habits and lifestyle changes you want to maintain, making each review an opportunity to recalibrate and refocus. 6. Health and learning. When we talk about building a foundation for a fulfilling life, 2 pivotal pillars always stand out: health and continuous learning. These are not just elements of a well-rounded life. They are essential tools that empower us to reach our fullest potential. Let's unpack why nurturing both your body and your mind is not just good practice, but essential for anyone looking to lead a life of purpose and vitality. The Stoics placed a significant emphasis on maintaining both physical and mental health, viewing them as duties not only to ourselves, but to our community and society at large. They understood that a sound mind in a sound body is more capable of practicing virtue and wisdom. Think about it. When you feel physically healthy, aren't you more likely to be productive and positive? And when you're learning and growing intellectually, don't you feel more energized and engaged with the world around you? These states feed into a virtuous cycle, enhancing each other and elevating your quality of life. Starting with physical health, it's not just about avoiding illness. It's about cultivating vitality and stamina to tackle life's challenges. Regular physical activity, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, these are all well-known health pillars, but think of them as daily practices of self-respect rather than chores. The Stoic philosopher Musonius Rufus argued that one should exercise regularly to maintain the health and vigor necessary to achieve one's duties. So, choose activities you enjoy, be it yoga, running, or dance. Make them part of your routine, not as a punishment or a mere health regimen, but as a celebration of your body's capabilities. Parallel to maintaining your physical health is the cultivation of your mental faculties through lifelong learning. The Stoics were proponents of learning and self-improvement through philosophy, which they used as a tool for better living. In our modern context, this translates to continually expanding your knowledge and skills, whether through formal education, reading, or engaging in new experiences. Learning keeps your mind sharp and adaptable, which is invaluable in an ever-changing world. Moreover, continuous learning fosters humility, a key Stoic virtue. It reminds us that no matter how much we know, there's always more to discover. This mindset keeps you curious and open to new ideas, which is essential for personal and professional growth. Embrace opportunities to learn new things, whether it's a professional course, a new hobby, or simply reading about a topic that intrigues you. Each piece of knowledge adds depth to your character and broadens your understanding of the world. But remember, the goal of this pursuit of health and knowledge isn't just self-improvement. It's about preparing yourself to contribute more effectively to the lives of others. Stoicism teaches us that we are part of a larger community, and our well-being and wisdom have ripples that extend far beyond our own lives. When you're healthy and well-informed, you're in a better position to lead, help, and inspire those around you. So I encourage you to view your health and education not just as personal goals, but as integral parts of your contribution to the world. Maintain your body like the beautiful, capable machine that it is. Nourish your mind with the rich fuel of knowledge, and watch how your life transforms, not just internally, but in the impact you have on others. 7. Forge meaningful connections. Building strong, meaningful connections is much like cultivating a garden. It requires patience, effort, and a bit of wisdom to know what to nurture and what to prune away. Relationships, whether they are friendships, romantic partnerships, or professional associations, are essential not just for our happiness, but for our growth as individuals. Today, let's explore how fostering these connections can enrich our lives and how Stoic principles can guide us in forming and maintaining relationships that are not only fulfilling, but also rooted in virtue. Stoicism teaches the importance of community and the idea that humans are fundamentally social beings. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about the interconnectedness of all people and the importance of acting in harmony with others. This doesn't mean that every relationship must be perfect or that you should never face conflict. Instead, it suggests that the relationships worth pursuing are those that challenge us to be better and act with integrity. When we talk about forging meaningful connections, it starts with selecting who we spend our time with. Stoics like Seneca advise choosing friends who reflect the traits we admire and aspire to, because these relationships shape our character. Look around you. Consider who uplifts you, inspires you, and encourages you to pursue your better self. These are the connections to invest in. They are the people who will not only support you through challenges, but will also celebrate your successes without reservation. Investing in these relationships means more than just spending time together. It involves engaging deeply. It means being present, not just physically, but emotionally and intellectually. Listen actively to what others are saying. Show empathy and understanding. Offer help without waiting to be asked, and accept help when it's offered. These are the bricks that build a strong relationship foundation. Furthermore, Stoicism doesn't teach us to avoid emotions, but to understand and manage them constructively. In your relationships, this means being honest about how you feel and addressing conflicts as they arise, not allowing resentment to build. It means having the courage to be vulnerable, to share your thoughts and fears, and to let others really know you. This level of openness can transform good relationships into great ones, creating bonds that are based on trust and respect. It's also vital to appreciate the role of gratitude in relationships. Reflect on what each person brings into your life and express your appreciation openly. Gratitude reinforces the value of your connections and acts as a reminder of why you chose to forge these bonds. It turns everyday interactions into opportunities for affirmation and deepens the sense of mutual respect and affection. Remember, meaningful relationships are not static. They evolve as you and the people around you grow and change. This means that sometimes, despite your best efforts, a relationship may no longer fit the people involved. Here, the Stoic principle of accepting what you cannot control can be helpful. If a relationship changes or ends, reflect on the good it brought into your life, learn from the experience, and move forward with grace. Finally, extend the circle of your meaningful connections beyond your immediate social sphere. Engage with your community, participate in group activities that align with your interests, and reach out to make new connections. Each new person you meet can bring fresh perspectives and experiences that enrich your life and contribute to your growth. 8. Work and spirituality. Imagine waking up each morning with a deep sense of purpose, feeling connected to both the work you do and the values you hold dear. This isn't just an ideal. It's something achievable when we align our professional lives and spiritual practices with our authentic selves. Work and spirituality, though seemingly distinct, are deeply intertwined. They both influence how we see ourselves and the world, shaping the legacy we leave behind. Let's explore how to find harmony in these two spheres and how Stoicism provides timeless wisdom to guide us. The Stoics viewed work as more than just a means to an end. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the idea of contributing to the greater good through one's actions. Work, in this sense, becomes a form of service, not just to others but to yourself, as it's a space where your skills, effort, and discipline come together to create something meaningful. Think about it. When your work aligns with your values and passions, it doesn't just pay the bills. It fulfills a deeper need for purpose and contribution. If you're feeling disconnected from your work, it might be time to reassess. Ask yourself, does my job reflect my values? Does it allow me to grow, contribute, and find meaning? If the answer is no, consider what changes you can make. Perhaps it's a shift in perspective, focusing on the aspects of your work that do align with your values. Or maybe it's time to explore new opportunities that resonate more deeply with who you are. The Stoics remind us to approach such decisions with clarity and courage, focusing on what's within our control while accepting the uncertainties of life with grace. Equally important is the role of spirituality in finding balance and fulfillment. For the Stoics, spirituality wasn't tied to religious doctrine, but was about living in harmony with nature and recognizing the interconnectedness of all things. They believed that cultivating inner virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control was the highest form of spiritual practice. These virtues guided them to lead lives of purpose and resilience, no matter the external circumstances. Spirituality in today's context can take many forms, from meditation and mindfulness to engaging in acts of kindness or reflecting on your personal values. What matters is finding practices that ground you and connect you to something larger than yourself. This might be a morning meditation that sets the tone for your day, journaling about your goals and challenges, or simply taking a moment of gratitude for the opportunities and relationships in your life. The Stoic practice of reflection is particularly relevant here. At the end of each day, take a moment to review your actions. Were they aligned with your values? Did they contribute to your goals, both personal and professional? This kind of introspection not only strengthens your sense of purpose, but also helps you approach each new day with renewed focus and intention. Another way to integrate work and spirituality is to consider how your efforts contribute to the greater good. Whether you're a teacher shaping young minds, a builder creating homes, or an artist inspiring through creativity, your work has the potential to impact others positively. Recognizing this broader significance can transform even mundane tasks into acts of service and connection. Don't underestimate the power of balance. Both work and spirituality thrive when given the right amount of attention. Overworking can lead to burnout, while neglecting your inner life can leave you feeling unmoored. Set boundaries to protect your well-being and make time for the practices that nurture your spirit. This balance isn't static. It evolves with your needs and circumstances, but striving for it ensures that neither aspect of your life is neglected. 9. Build your team. No one achieves greatness alone. Think about it. Every major success story you've ever heard likely involved a team, whether it was a group of collaborators, mentors, friends, or even family members who offered support and guidance along the way. While we often celebrate individual achievements, the truth is that the journey to success is deeply rooted in the connections we cultivate and the support systems we build. Today, let's delve into why building your team is so crucial and how Stoic wisdom can guide you in assembling a group that empowers and uplifts you. The Stoics emphasize the importance of community and the interconnectedness of all people. Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself and us that we are social creatures by nature, designed to cooperate and support one another. What is not good for the hive is not good for the bee, he wrote, highlighting how our individual well-being is tied to the health of our relationships. Building a strong team isn't just a strategic move, it's a reflection of our fundamental human need to connect and collaborate. The first step in building your team is understanding your goals and values. Who are the people you need in your corner to help you reach those goals? These could be mentors who guide you with their experience, peers who challenge and motivate you, or trusted friends who provide emotional support and encouragement. Just as Seneca advised choosing friends who embody the virtues you admire, you should surround yourself with individuals who inspire you to be better and who align with your vision for success. But a great team isn't just about finding the right people. It's also about how you nurture those relationships. True teamwork thrives on trust, mutual respect, and open communication. Make an effort to truly know the people you're working with. What are their strengths, their motivations, and their challenges? By understanding their perspectives, you create an environment where everyone feels valued and empowered to contribute their best. One of the key principles of Stoicism is justice, which involves treating others fairly and with kindness. Apply this to your interactions with your team. Acknowledge their efforts, celebrate their successes, and offer constructive feedback when needed. When people feel appreciated and understood, they're more likely to go above and beyond, not just for the team, but for themselves as well. Building a team also means being selective about who you allow into your inner circle. Not everyone will share your values or support your vision, and that's okay. The Stoics encourage us to accept what is outside our control, and sometimes that means letting go of relationships that no longer serve us or align with our growth. This doesn't have to be dramatic. It's simply about being intentional with your energy and attention. Another crucial aspect of a strong team is diversity. Not just in backgrounds or experiences, but in perspectives and ideas. Surrounding yourself with people who think differently from you can challenge your assumptions and broaden your understanding of the world. This diversity of thought fosters creativity and innovation, pushing you and your team to new heights. Remember that being part of a team is a two-way street. Just as you expect support and encouragement, you should offer the same in return. Be a reliable teammate, a good listener, and a source of inspiration. As Epictetus taught, we are not isolated individuals, but parts of a greater whole, and our actions should reflect that interconnectedness. Thank you for being a part of Stoic Journal. If you found value in this video, check out one of the suggested videos on your screen now to continue your journey of growth and discovery. Your support means the world, and together we'll keep living and learning with purpose. See you next time.